Hi everyone, I'm Inspector Shelley, and today I'm at the fire station with my friends Todd and Ben. Todd and Ben are firefighters, and firefighters are community helpers. Their job is to help and keep us safe, and they go to emergencies. Emergencies are really big problems that need help fast. Maybe it's a house fire or a car crash, and those things can be very dangerous. So firefighters need to wear special gear. Today, Todd and Ben are going to show us what they wear to keep them safe.
Well, thanks, Shelley. Hi, everybody. I'm Firefighter Todd, and this is Firefighter Ben. And we just want to share the message with you guys that firefighters are your friends and helpers in the community. So Ben has all his firefighting gear here with him today, and he's going to put it on to demonstrate to you guys how we protect ourselves when we go into a fire and how we look very differently from how we look right now. So to start off, this is how our gear is typically laid out by the truck. And Ben is going to start by putting on his boots. Now to be ready, Firefighter Ben has his pants. Well, we all do. We have our pants in and around our boots so that we can get our gear on really quickly. So as you guys can see now, Firefighter Ben's feet and his legs are protected by this gear. Can you knock on your boots? What's in there, Firefighter Ben?
They're steel-toed. They protect my toes.
If anything heavy were to fall on our feet are protected by the steel toe cap in the boot. So next, what are you going to put on next?
I'll put my balaclava on. That protects the back of my neck.
This is very similar to maybe a balaclava that you might wear in the wintertime on really super cold days.
Then, my jacket.
Our jackets have a lot of reflective material on them because in addition to fires, we also go to car crashes on the road. And these strips help light from other cars reflect off us so that other cars can see us when they're approaching a scene. What are you going to put on next?
Next, I'll put on my mask. This mask helps me breathe in a fire.
So right now, Firefighter Ben is starting to look a little bit different, but we know that underneath that mask and all this gear is still Firefighter Ben. So now Firefighter Ben's feet, his legs, his body, his arms, his face, and his head are completely protected, but there's still a couple more pieces he needs to put on.
I think I should put my helmet on so if anything falls on my head, I'm safe. Now if anything falls, I have some protection.
The only thing, well not the only thing, but one thing that's missing is there's a big gap in his mask where he would breathe.
Can you see the hole? That's where I have to put my regulator, which allows me to breathe in a fire.
So Firefighter Ben is putting on his air pack, which doesn't have oxygen in it. It's just air like we breathe. Very similar to what a scuba diver would wear. I'm going to give Ben a hand and turn this bottle on for him. And when I do, it's going to make a little bit of noise, and that lets us know that the air is flowing and that the bottle is working.
So now that I have air, I can actually put this in my mask, and I can breathe.
So perhaps you can hear that air coming out of Ben's regulator that sounds really, really different. But we can make the same noise if we breathe with Firefighter Ben like this. And we still remember that underneath all this gear is Firefighter Ben, even though he looks very different. There's one thing that's missing for Firefighter Ben, and that's his gloves. If you'll notice, he has white cuffs that his thumb goes through, on his coat. And that's so that when he puts his gloves on, as he's doing his different tasks as a firefighter, that the sleeve of his coat doesn't go up and expose his wrist to the heat. So now Firefighter Ben is completely ready to go into a smoky building or a fire.
That's great, Todd and Ben. Thanks very much.
Thanks for coming.